Good morning or good afternoon, friends. This is Stratemeyer here. And at this point in time, you already watched the videos. And so now we're going to go over some problems. So all you'll need is a piece of paper, a pencil, or if you have a whiteboard and a dry erase marker, you can use those things too. Okay? In the videos, they were talking about number bonds, and you made number bond sentences as well too. So we may do a little extra than what the video has. Okay? So the way we start out with number bonds, in the past, we go over the actual number bond and what the circles, okay? So here's our number bond. In the circle, solamente by itself, it's always the biggest number, grande numera, always the biggest number. And the other two circles, it's always the little pequeño números, okay? The really small numbers go here. And we are number bond experts at this time. I know Ms. Stratemeyer's class is for certain, for sure. So we already know that the big number goes here and the small numbers go here. And in math, the way we prove our answer is by counting. So we're going to be able to do that, and we're going to do that during the course of this video, okay? So this is the way it starts. Here's my story, Morning Glories. We always start with a number story, okay? So here is my silly Billy Willy goat story. Mrs. Stratemeyer's friends were going to a party. Mrs. Stratemeyer's friends were going to a party. And once they got to the parties, Mrs. Stratemeyer's party, some wanted cheese pizza and some friends wanted pepperoni pizza. Okay? So, listen carefully. Two friends wanted cheese pizza. Two friends wanted cheese pizza. One friend wanted pepperoni pizza. One friend wanted pepperoni pizza. So now that we know that two friends wanted cheese pizza and one friend wanted pepperoni pizza, we're going to draw the pizzas, okay? So I'm going to draw my pizza on my number board. And the one that's pepperoni, I'm going to make here, okay? And here's my cheese pizza friends, okay? Now, so I don't get confused. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my pictures and I'm going to label them with numbers. So here are my cheese pizzas. And how many cheese pizzas do I have? Get ready, go. 1, 2. So what I'm going to do is write 2 next to my cheese pizzas. 2. 2. Okay? And how many of my friends wanted a pepperoni pizza? Let's look at it. 1. That's right. One friend wanted a pepperoni pizza. So I'm going to write the number 1 here. Okay? So how do we know two friends want a pepperoni pizza? Well, if you were listening to the number story, you know that from listening to Stratemeyer. You also know that if we're not 100% sure, we can count. So we count in math, okay? So let's count the cheese pizzas again. 1, 2. And we have 2 written here. So we are in good shape. And how many friends want a pepperoni pizza? 1. Let's check. 1. Excellent. Okay. How many friends ate pizza all together? How many friends all together ate pizza? So in order to find this out, we have to count. Okay, let's count. Get ready, go. 1, 2, 3. Get ready again. Go. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you're making little number stories, what I like to do is I take my marker or my pencil and I dot what I've already counted, and that way I won't count the same pizza again. So let's do it again a little slower. 1, 2, and I just make little dots here, and then 3. Okay, 3. So on the side right here, the bottom, I'm going to make my number 3. Okay. So we have 3 numbers here, we have a drawing here, and now I'm going to have my number bond here. Okay. and I need to fill out my number bond. All right, let's take a look here. The first thing I'm going to look at is my big number, okay? And this is going to be done a different way. So where does my big number go? Does it go in my head? Does it go in my ear? Does it go in my chin? Doesn't go in any of those places. It should go right here. The big number is always the circle by itself. Now we could change our number bond around here, sideways, upside down. It still doesn't change the fact that the big number will always go here. Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked. But if you get tricked, it's okay, because this is how we learn. Miss Stratemeyer makes mistakes all the time. And that's just the way we learn, and that's okay too. So I see that there are 3 pizzas altogether. So I'm going to write number 3 here in my big number bond circle. Okay. Now I have 2 other numbers here. Okay. So this represents all the pizzas, the total number of pizzas that friends wanted. And now I'm going to see, well, I have this number here, cheese pizzas. There's 2. So I'm going to take my number bond and I'm going to write 2 cheese pizzas here. Okay. So far, we've 3 and 2. I've kind of taken care of those numbers. I'll put a little check mark right here, saying, you know what? I've already filled up my number bond with these 2 numbers. Check, it's done. Okay. The last pizza that we haven't checked off is the delicious pepperoni pizza. So I see it's 1 pizza. So I'm going to fill out my 1. And you know, in phonics, and you're learning to read with wit and wisdom too, that we read sentences. In math, there's sentences too, okay? In math, we have number sentences. So this is the start of a pretty awesome number sentence. So this is the way it goes. 2 and 1 is 3. Get ready, go. 2 and 1 is 3. So this is a fancy way of saying 2 plus 1 equals 3, and you just done addition. So number bonds are really useful. But I'm going to write it in an addition sentence with first using just the words and not using any signs, okay? There we go. 2 and 1 is 3, okay? You guys are doing a great job so far. I know you're probably tired. It's probably either late at night or early in the morning, but I'm glad you guys are tuning in, and I really miss you guys too. So let's do some other number bond stories, okay? And then hopefully this will help you if you're still having problems, okay? Here's my story, Morning Glories. Now, another thing I want you to remember in math, everyone's an artist. You all create these beautiful illustrations and these beautiful pictures. However, we're not an artist in math. Math, we have to make really quick drawings. So I know you guys make these beautiful, elaborate illustrations and drawings, but please, in math, let's be quick. Es muy rápido, okay? No color es muy delgado. Es muy rápido, por favor, okay? So, here's my next story. Miss Stratemeyer had 5 friends at her house. She had 5 friends at her house. So all the friends together I had were 5 at my house. 4 friends were very happy. 4 friends were very happy. But 1 friend was very sad. 1 friend was very sad. Let's say Miss Friend of mine ran out of ice cream, and unfortunately my friend couldn't have any ice cream. I know. It's horrible, isn't it? Oh, not enough ice cream for all the friends. So let's look at the illustration again. Miss Stratemeyer had 5 friends come to her house. Now, how do we know this is 5? There were a total of 5 friends. We can count. So let's just count our friends all together, okay? Get ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 friends. And 4 friends were really happy because they got ice cream. Now, let's just make sure that that's the same number. We're just gonna count till we're blue in the face. They're kind of blue already, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And how many friends were sad they didn't get ice cream? 1, because he's a little sad face. So when you have an illustration like this, now you have to fill out your own number sentence and number bond. Okay? So we're going to think about that. And Miss Stratemeyer is going to draw her number bond. And just to make it kind of interesting, mix it up a little bit, Miss Stratemeyer is going to draw a number bond in a different spot she drew a number bond before. So this number bond is going to be a sideways number bond. Okay. Here's our illustration. Here's our number bond. Goodness, sorry. I've had a lot of coffee already this morning, boys and girls. So, what's the first thing we need to do? Well, we have our illustration, we have our number bond. So what I like to do is I like to count all the friends together. And that's the first thing I like to do. So I'm going to count all my friends together. Get ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the number 5 here. So that represents all the friends I have together. Now I go back to my number bond. Where do you think I should put the number 5? Should I put it on my head? Should I put it in my ear? Should I balance it on my nose? So if you said you should put the number 5, because in the big spot here, then you're absolutely right. The reason you put number 5 here is because number 5 represents all the friends over my house, okay? And it's always going to be the biggest number, okay? So we're going to put number 5 here. Now, I made it tricky. Don't get tricked. Even though it can look like this, it can look sideways, and ours just happened to be sideways, the circle's by itself. So therefore, the biggest number goes here. So I'm going to put my biggest number here for 5, okay? 5. Now, I'm going to go back to my number bond, okay? And I'm going to look at my other friends here. And let's just say, I'm going to count my sad friend. I promise, friend, next time we'll get ice cream. I promise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have bought more ice cream. And the one friend here is very sad. So, how many sad friends do I have? Oh, no, this looks pretty happy. Just 1. So I know I have 1 sad friend here. So I'm going to write the number 1 here. My number 1. I'm going to go back to my number bond. And I see, well, I've got 2 spaces here. Now, just to let you know, it doesn't make a difference where you write the little pequeño números. It can be anywhere, okay? As long as it's not in this circle, because that's the big number, okay? So I'm just going to write my number 1 here. Now, what number is bigger, 1 or 5? 5. 5. 5 is greater than 1, okay? So because it's a little number, it goes right here. Now let's count our friends who are happy. So you got vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, any ice cream you can imagine. Okay, so let's count our happy friends. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many happy friends? 4. And I like to write it too as well. So here is my sad friend, and here's my happy friend. Yeah. And they've had 4 friends are happy. And there's only 1 spot left to write my number bond. So I'm going to write it right here. Okay. Now usually we start with our objective. The objective tells us what we're going to do. Okay. And what you guys were able to do today, you were able to look at different number stories, and put them into a number bond. And what this helps you do, it helps you figure out, how it's the start of addition. And when we do subtraction, this will be the start of subtraction. Now, the last thing we really need to do is say this in a sentence, okay? So, our 2 favorite words that we like to use when we're making a sentence out of our addition number bonds is and is. Okay? So let's go ahead and start this. 1 and 4 is 5. Get ready, go. 1 and 4 is 5. And you can even write this yourself because you know and it is. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy for you guys because you guys have such big brains. You have so many crinkles in your brains, and that tells you how smart you are. You guys have tons of crinkles in your brains, okay? So I'm going to write it. 1 and 4 is 5. So in the video today, this is kind of what they did, all right? So friends, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and log on to our Blackboard, or your parents can message me on Dojo or however else they want to message me. They have my Google number as well too. So go ahead and send me a message if you have any questions, but this is after you've watched your video, okay? Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.